Hi, I'm Ms.Walker, and I'm going to read Chapter 12 of Fenway and Hattie. Just then, the sliding door bangs, and I jumped. Fetchman is on the porch with his fat, leathery glove on his hand and a familiar cap on his head. He tosses a white ball into the air and catches it. Okay, he's no Hattie, but playing ball with Fetchman is my second favorite thing to do. Excuse me, ladies, I have a game to play, I called over my shoulder, trotting to the porch. Go knock yourself out, Goldie says. Goldie, Pouches scowls. Fetchman grabs another leathery glove off the porch. He bounces down the stairs, holding it out in the direction of the giant tree. Hattie, he calls excitedly. I'm leaping at his side for a better sniff and view. The glove in Fetchman's hand smells old and worn. It's bigger than the other one, which is new and stiff. Fetchman beams proudly, like he found a bone that was lost a long, long ago. Hattie, he calls again. His face appears in the squirrel house window, but she doesn't look happy. Hattie grins and shakes her head. Fetchman reaches out the glove, like he's not sure if Hattie saw it the first time. Come on, he begs. Hattie shakes her head more forcibly. Fetchman sighs loudly, then his chatter in his voice. That sound like a combine of coaxing and pledging and pleading, like he is trying to get her into the cold, scary scowl in the vet's office. Next thing I know, Hattie's face vanishes from the window. Her sneaker appears beneath the leafy leaves. She's coming down. Hooray, hooray, I bark, romping over. We are all going to play fetch. It's the best day ever. Fetchman's right behind me, and Hattie's feet touch the ground. He hands her the glove. Oh no, I hear Goldie say. I can't bear to watch, replies Patches. It's okay, ladies, I said, prancing near the fence. I've got it. You just wait. Patches looks like she wants to say something, but changes her mind. Goldie drops down and scratches. I charge back over to Hattie. I am so ready. I am so ready, I bark and leap at her. Fenway, she snaps. She turns to Fetchman, whose voice has changed, coaxing and pleading, to a serious and guiding. Really, Fetchman? You think Hattie doesn't know how to play fetch? It's one of her favorite games. Let's go, I bark, circling her feet. What are we waiting for? Fenway? Stop, Hattie snaps again. Hey, you can't blame a dog for being impatient. Hattie thrugs back into the porch and grabs her cap. She tucks it in and pulls her bushy tail through the back. Ready, she says, but she's not sure. But she sure doesn't sound like it or look like it. For one thing, she's standing way too close to Fetchman, giving me a huge head start. I trotted in the middle of the grass, waiting for Fetchman to wind up and send the ball flying towards the back fence. But instead, Fetchman leans in. He flips the ball gently towards Hattie's chest. She slaps it with her fat glove, and it bounces off and lands in the grass. Hattie hung her head. I'm on it, I bark, speeding after the ball as it rolls to Hattie's feet. She can't resist to chase it. She snatches it up practically right out of my jaw, in the way that is not very playful. Fetchman pats Hattie's arms. He straightens the leather glove on her hand and punches his old glove a few times. He takes a step back and nods. Hattie's face steepens. She takes a loud breath. Her hand goes back for the toss. I'm so ready. I lean towards Fetchman, bouncing and panting. I can't wait. Hattie curls the ball towards us. I race after it. So does Fetchman. Only he's running backwards. He leaps way high up, stretching his arm overhead. He grunts and thump. The ball smacks into his glove. No fair, I bark, springing up like I could possibly reach the ball in Fetchman's hand. Fetchman clenches the ball like it's a prize. He grins at Hattie. Nice, he shouts happily. Hattie does not share his enthusiasm. She shakes her head and scowls. Nice, she says with her voice full of disbelief. Fetchman's shoulder softens. He walks back towards her. Practice, he pleads over and over. Finally, she nods. He backs up a couple more steps and makes an excited face. Ready? I'm so ready. I'm so ready, I bark, jumping wildly at his feet. Fetchman bends his knees. He softly tosses the ball right to Hattie, even though she's standing there all stiff and nervous and not ready, and I'm the one who's obviously wanting to chase it. Hattie swipes the ball. It taps the side of her glove and drops into the glass. She groans. Mine, mine, I bark, preparing for the pounce. But once again, Hattie grabs the ball before I have a chance. I leap at her legs as she straightens. She squeezes the ball in her glove. She's not even looking at me. I jump higher. When is the fun gonna start? I whine. Fenway, she says. Her hand shook at me. Come on, I bark. I dance around her. Sneakers. I want to play too. Fenway glances at Hattie, raising an eyebrow. She lets out a sigh, hands him the white ball, and races towards the slide door. Whoopee, I bark behind Aller. Chase is my favorite game, but the door slams shut as I reach it. I turn and... When Fenway watch Fetchman flip the ball over his head and catch it a few times. Perfectly consistent. Isn't he upset that Hattie ran off? A moment later, the door opens, and Hattie reappears with my leash. Are we going to the real dog park? Yippee, I bark, leaping up and licking her knee. As the leash clicks, Hattie hops down the step towards the side fence. I gallop along her side. Whee! The breeze ripples through my fur as we run through the grass. It's the best feeling ever. But when we get to the fence, the wonderful feeling erupts. I can go to follow Hattie back to Fetchman. But ouch, my collar tugs back at me. Somehow my leash got wrapped around the slat in the fence. Hattie, help, I bark. I got stuck. As if she can't even hear me. Hattie tosses the ball back and forth with Fetchman, gently and seriously, like it's not even a game or any fun. Hattie is working and struggling, not playing, and she looks so discouraged. If only I could get loose, I could show her how much fun it would be when the ball whizzes over our heads and we have to chase after a long, long way. I rumple into the heap of helplessness and defeat. I hate to say I told him so, good, Goldie mutters. He has to learn for himself, Patches says. My ears perk up. What do I have to learn? Patches looks like she doesn't want to say it. Or maybe how to say it. Goldie nods towards Hattie. You can keep trying all you want, but she's not going to be the same short human you had before. She's changing. I wanted to tell them they were wrong, that I am going to find a way to get her back. All I need is a good idea. Then I hear, woot, woot. I whip my neck around. Hattie is jumping around in a fit of celebration. Her fist is gripping the white ball, pumping the air like a sign of victory. Even from here, I smell a feeling that I haven't smelt in a while. Confidence? Fetchman grins and claps his hands. Patches lets out a little whimper. It's so painful to watch. So very like our own sweet girl with that same white ball, the same glove. Goldie shakes her head in disguise. That's how it all went wrong. It all started with that ball and glove. Whoa, the ball and glove are the problem? I spring to my feet. I thrust my nose into a gap of the fence. I told you, I'm going to get my Hattie back. I said to the ladies, and I know exactly how to do it.